It's all yours, John.
Okay.
John's going to talk a little bit about the financing.
We have options on that are available to us for financing. We talked about the utility extension program and the outcome of that hopefully being that we'll add some value to the 200 odd, they call it a lots, that could then hopefully be sold and provide some, if not all, of the financing that we need for this project. That's one option. Another option, of course, is to go to the bank again and try to float a loan. The third option, a third option, is the one that is currently embodied in the budget that the Financial Management Task Force is going to look at for the first time here Thursday night of this week, and it'll come to the board at the August meeting. And essentially what that option says is we have 6 years starting in 08 to fund a $6 million project. That represents about $1 million a year for the next 6 years special assessment. Let me give you some specifics as to what that breaks down to. As I mentioned a little bit earlier this evening, we have 1,966 revenue generating lots today. That number hopefully will go up and grow a little bit as the years go by. But right now, tonight, 1,966 revenue generating lots. If we divide, and I just took for round numbers $6 million by 1,966, that says that each one of those lots, each of us will have the opportunity to contribute $3,051 over a 6-year period, or $508 a year, or roughly $40 a month of special assessments for the next 6 years. If, on the other hand, we get a little bit more realistic and we say, hey, we know right now that we've got a 31% delinquency rate. 3 out of every 10 of us don't pay our assessments. That brings the number down from 9, and if we say that number goes forward into the future, we say it brings our number down from 1,966 lots to 1,343 revenue generating lots. With 1,343 revenue generating lots, $6 million gives each of us an opportunity to contribute $4,467 to the dam project, or a special assessment of $745 a year, or approximately $65 a month for the next 6 years. And that's essentially what the board is going to be struggling with here in the next several weeks as we try to put this budget. We can't put our head in the sand any longer. We've got to start setting aside money for this $6 million project.
Which is why we took the time we took tonight to talk about it, and why I entertained questions which I would not normally entertain. Because it's so important that everybody understand what the issue is and what the real consequence is what John's been talking about. It's going to cost us some bucks. And you're going to be asked to make some decisions next month.
And it's going to cost us bucks sooner, rather. It's not something that we can put off anymore. We've got to start budgeting for this thing now.
But I'm sorry.
Yes.
Are we discussing how we're going to finance this tonight? Is that what we want right now?
No, John's giving us
Till August.
till August.
Okay.
I want you to start thinking about it and wake up in the middle of the night, as I have for some time, and start thinking about some of these numbers. So.
Well, if we hadn't done this, and you got your board book next month, and you looked at what has got to be a phenomenal segment of our board meeting, it would not make any sense to much of you.
And just as a comment, what that means, that certainly there can't be something else that comes up, i.e., which we shouldn't have to do now anyway with reserve funds, but like we can't do another $200 fund for roads or something else with something as high as, I mean, it just, this boggles one's mind if they think about it.
I-
And I'm sure it's gonna boggle all of our minds, but, it also says that if we go this road, then all those other things that might cause a special assessment just aren't going to be possible at all.
That's assuming we fund it
Yeah,
all.
just a minute, Steve.
Correct.
Steve, agree.
I just had a question, I'm trying to, did they give you any kind of preliminary look at what this bridge might look like? I'm just having trouble visualizing it, how many spans? What kind of bridge are we talking about? Because that's all factored into this project,
The $1.5 million covers the bridge, the road, and the
right?
derrick.
Did they kind of describe what that bridge might
They
look
just simply
like?
talked about a bridge that, with the 170 foot, which is what we're going with in terms of preliminary, would have a support system in the middle, and otherwise it's a bridge.
Like two spans? in
Two
other words?
spans.
Yeah. That's your understanding? It was
Yes,
just
two spans.
for that particular,
One span if they can
Design.
do it, but two spans probably.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute, Steve was next.
I'm sorry, go ahead.